Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a NG Plus playthrough, so there are spoilers all over the place. You've been warned. We are returning to the UC SysDef questline, after diverting briefly to help clear the name of Barrett's husband Irvin, who died many years ago. And our next step there is to go talk to Estelle Vincent about getting information about the power plant on Neon. And we can pick it up right there. When Barrett interrupts, well, when a companion interrupts you with a ride or die mission.
Debris and remains from the city has started to build up in the ocean below the city. Maybe one day it will breach the surface like a conglomerate garbage island.
When a companion hits you with one of those ride or die missions, I'm not sure what happens if you say, do this later. I can't imagine they'd be very happy about it, so we're going to just go ahead and take them as they come. But we have now friend zoned Barrett. So I don't think Andresia is willing to share. That'd be wild, doing a playthrough where we try to romance everybody. I think actually I'm running some add-ons that would reduce the friction in that. Not my style though. So back to Madame Sauvage's place. We already bought a whole bunch of velocity from her.
Place for tourists these days.
Madame Sauvage's.
So we're carrying around the velocity. We've got a bunch of wine we haven't used yet, and we still have some Hippolyta. So we're doing good on the persuade drugs. Just in case I have to use them. There's the velocity. We're not actually carrying the wine from... Yeah. We'll have to grab that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to use the Paramore as long as I've got it. That's the last one. Then I'll use the Panacea until it's out, and then I'll shift over to the liquids.
You looking to get zoned? Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. And I'm getting tired of the fleet not taking me seriously. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
I've dealt with Bayou in the past. He's got a clear set of goals, I'll give you that.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the Conduction Grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city. Love the confidence, but before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. Well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. Oh no. Are you scared, little rabbit? Well, don't worry. I've got you covered. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place. The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astro Lounge so we can celebrate.
Okay, so
Watch your step. Benjamin Bayou has eyes everywhere.
we have 2 places to go. I think I'm going to head up to her office first.
Inside's a bad place.
So, let's see. We're headed to Generdyne. This
The Astral Land. Not really my cup of tea, as it were. I'll follow you.
No, Barrett, we're not going to the Astro Lounge today. At least, I don't think so.
Benjamin Bayou's Tower. It's big, all right. Not sure what else it is. The Astral Lounge spared no expense with their marketing.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the Conduction Grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. Good. If you were, you'd be the 12th person I've turned away this year. What a waste. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you. But I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The Conduction Grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the Research and Development Division. You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do? You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask. As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
Let's manipulate you.
Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it.
Manipulation comes in very handy.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Anytime, G.
Are you lost?
Okay. Got some good stuff here. New items. So, Legendary Bruiser, which does 181 damage, not bad. Interesting that the Legendary and the Rare do the same amount of damage. Meeting with Bayou is the evidence we're looking for. Some ammo and a micro drive that is neither here nor there. And a computer. Let's see, both, outside, both. So we know this guy's going to be outside. There we go. Notifications. Security reminder. Dated failed. So
Did you get into the system?
yeah.
Sorry. I'll be more patient.
Nothing to see here, folks. just a little software update.
Mr. Arata. Me either. He's never around.
Oh, and that actually, meeting with Bayou. There we go.
All right, Ben.
There we go.
What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit?
So it's just me, or does Ben Bayou sound like Dombrowski?
I choose your next words very carefully.
Okay,
Raise the
let's settle
utility
this
costs
once
to your
and for all.
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
I don't think I'm gonna
See, you just proved my point.
tip her
Down your
off
third
that we're headed
velocity,
for,
and you're out
for
cold.
Ayumi.
By the third Chimera, you're floating on frickin' cloud 9. I don't know.
Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora.
Let's face it, some people
We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration.
Okay, so I know if we come here before we take the quest, we can get her to sell us the members lounge thing. But I think if we're looking for Ayumi, Yeah, let's let her know.
No, no, not this again. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her? Not that it's any of your business, but we're very close. We're in love. I refuse to let anything bad happen to her, no matter how much trouble she's gotten herself into. Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
It's nothing personal, friend.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out, but, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you, and I'm not changing my mind about that.
Yeah, we can't even negotiate her down on this one.
Excellent. Then here is your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. Enjoy your drinks.
Yeah, if you come here before you take the quest, you can buy access to the lounge, and you never have to go through that uncomfortable conversation about Ayumi. You could just come right up
Care
here.
for some Aurora?
Oh my goodness.
Can't you see I'm busy, Estelle? What do you want?
Let's listen to this.
I've
before we talk.
decided to accept your offer. Let's make sure this is absolutely clear. I don't want any screw-ups. I'll provide the shipment IDs, the equipment description, and schematics, and in return, I disable the freighter, transfer the goods, and then transport it the rest of the way for final sale. You got it. Too bad your friends back at the key don't know you're cutting them out of the deal. I wonder what they'd say if they found out. Probably the same thing your boss in the big shiny tower would say if he knew you were funneling electrical components, right? Well, we don't have to worry about that because neither of them will ever find out. Right? That's right, Toots. Let's just enjoy the credits and keep our big mouths shut, huh? After all, it's just good business.
Yeah, hey, Ayumi.
Yeah. What do you want?
I need a way into your power facility.
You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that.
See, I could do Crimson Fleet. Let's just do this.
How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it?
Barrett liked it.
That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight.
So this
Good
could be a
luck.
stealth mission.
You're going to need it. Remember, we never talked. Got it?
Which means I need to lighten my cargo load and send Barrett back to the ship. Put on the operator suit.
Looks like you need to relax.
But let's get to the door before we start doing that.
Not sure how much longer I can survive.
Here's where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean creating Aurora out of fish guts, yes?
Here's Generdyne Industries.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy?
And here, Barrett, is where we're going to part ways. I'm sending you back to
my
the ship.
friend. Dish. Good thinking. I've got plenty to do on my own, and so do you. Makes sense to split up for a bit.
And now I need to put a whole bunch of stuff in the ship. We're going to start off with... Oh, nope. Okay, so all the weapons that we're not using, which in this case means everything but the Nova Blast Disruptor. All the spacesuits that we're not using. We are going to be wearing the operative suit and nothing else. I'm even leaving my glasses and my hair flower. Ammo. Yeah, I'll even put the ammo in just for fun. Do need to have the heavy particle fuse. Whoops. Aid. I will keep med packs on me, but otherwise no aid. Oh, wait a minute. We've got some aid that might be helpful. Specifically recon stem. Anything else I can grab from the ship if I need it. Consumables. I'm going to put everything in. We're going to take back the affinity terminal because that's just something we always carry, and we don't need any of the rest of this. Essentials. Keep the digipix on me. Store all resources for some reason is T, and the ship is full. My goodness. I need to put more storage capacity on the ship. Okay, so let's put this. Oh, microdrive is a quest item? Hold on. I'm going to look that up really quick. Microreactor. This is literally called a microdrive. I picked it up out of Yumi's Oh, no. I did not pick this up out of Yumi's area. This is something that we were given to plant a virus. Right. Estelle gave us this. Okay. So I have put everything in the ship except for a whole bunch of resources. I could probably keep my normal weapons. I'd be able to get the resources in. So let's take all. Whoops. Oh, that was no good. Let's try this again. So, first of all, the weapons, except for the ones that I'm using. Put the resources in early. Store all tabs. Cancel. One spacesuit, one pack, one helmet, one bit of apparel. Ammo. Aid, consumables. Store all of those. This is what I've got left. I suppose that's a low enough mass. Okay. Now, you're supposed to take off your spacesuit when you want to do maximum stealth. I think I didn't keep recon stim on me. Oh well, I'll have to just trust myself. Welcome to Generdyne, where the word here is be stealthy. And part of the reason I lightened the load so much is I'm going to loot interesting things. But I want to stay light enough to be stealthy. I've got void form on the trip in case I need it. It doesn't last very long. I know from prior experience that I can walk by down here without being seen. Okay, now we need to get up above. Yeah, I got some panopticon. Whoops. Good thing this room is not reserved. Still on track. Oh, and I think I may need my sniper rifle. Let's get that out of the ship. Suppressed refined hard target. There we go. And we should have we should have ammo for that. I kept all my ammo. We're fine. Yeah. Big rifle is in case I have to shoot a robot. That. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, and we continue wandering on. I think he's the only one I have to worry about. Could have gone down a hatch over there and come up this hatch over here. That would involve knowing more about where the robot was moving than we could. As tempting as it would be to use void form on that particular traversal, it turns out not to be necessary. The guards are all turned away. Okay, novice lock. Inside, both, outside, outside. So these two are guaranteed to be outside ones. There we go. Any of these worth anything much? Nah. Ooh, black market antiquities. I could probably sell that right here on Neon.
Laboratory result. Project GRD-0928. Technician Shibata reporting. I am reporting on the progress of Chief Technician Bayu's project, the multi-terabyte nutriment preparation node. We've discovered by that directly connecting the power conducts into the conduction grid matrix, we can avoid signal loss. This should increase our output significantly and reduce the results by the factor of at least 10. Our goal, as per the chief technician, is to have my corridor ready the moment after I shut the door on the device. And though we've come close, we are still falling short by 3 seconds. We shall continue to investigate.
Okay, there's a guard right there. I'm gonna wait till he moves. I'm gonna shoot him in the back. I don't think we want to go in there. I think we want to go around through here. I may be off path. Let's see if we can get there from here.
Hey, the grid's been running for 70 years. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than a few bad relays to shut that thing down.
Yeah, I think we're still on track. Bingo. All those people up there can't see me for some reason. I don't know why. far, so good. Can you imagine hauling Barrett along on this one? I don't think he knows what stealth is. Although I suspect that your companions are exactly as stealthy as you are.
Technician Shibata, currently posted to Generdyne's R&D laboratory. Personal notation. I'd like to go on record about my feelings about Chief Technician Bayu. Though most of my fellow employees feel that he's underqualified and incompetent. I feel that they are underestimating him. I've spoken to Brayson at length, and I find him actually to be a kind and endearing person. I think that living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayu, has given him a bad name, and that's a shame. From what I can gather, he was placed in his current position against his own better judgment and asked to do the impossible. It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
There's a wall between me and them. Yep. No, we're not going through the middle. We're going to go around. Yeah, the fact that I have been in and around this place so much makes up for the fact that our little arrow thingy keeps pointing us at disaster. We do need to get past to there, though. And you can just sneak over, but I much prefer to use void form, just in case somebody turns around. We aren't even going to stop in this room. I've never found a way to close those blinds. What was that weapon we just picked up? Could have been that one. Now, you gotta be careful with those. They are energy weapons, but they will kill people. So if you're like doing one of these stealth missions, you're trying to do it without hurting anybody, those break it. Yeah, we're gonna do void form again here. Behind there, okay. Yeah, we just talked to Brayson.
Oh, it's you. I was wondering how long it would take you to get down here. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. I just don't want anyone getting hurt.
Well, you know, I had to stun one guy on the way down, but other than that, nobody's hurt.
No catch. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours. At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him. I think you could safely say that most of Neon would agree. You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping afloat. And all the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out. Yeah, that would be nice. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same. Feels good to be in control for a change.
Okay, so here we go. Guy, you read all this guy is way out of his depth, and he doesn't know how to delegate to the people that know what they're doing. I've worked with people like him, I've worked for people like him, and it's not the worst. There are worse. There are worse combinations out there. In my estimation, people like him can get better, can become good people, can become effective at what they do, and so on. And yeah, I've worked, well, I guess we do go in here, okay. I've worked for some people who are just, let's just say there'd be no way that they would ever get better. No further comments on that, because frankly, that's between me and them. Hold on. Return to Estelle. There. I thought it was one of these. Oh, it's this room. Okay. Hey.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems. All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted. Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Generdyne's profits. But more importantly than simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with without my approval. Normally, I might be inclined to accept such a generous offer, but in this case, I'm going to decline. You know why? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts, how to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business. It may seem that way, but for every rival I've had thrown into the ocean, I've made 2 times as many legitimate deals. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
I could throw Estelle or Brayson under the bus, or I can throw myself under the bus. Yeah.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head. So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Okay, so have an hour or so to get away from Neon. That's all right. I don't know what happens if you hang out. I'm not going to find out because I don't have any reason to stay here other than to go check in with Estelle back where we left her.
I think I got them. What do you call them? Horns?
Sleep crates for rent. The gangs can keep from killing each other.
Okay, so this is really when we would have picked up that the evidence from there.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? Man is priceless.
I couldn't risk forgetting to pick it up. I handled it.
So I've heard. Throwing yourself under the bus like that. Ouch. You are one crazy son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead in the water at this point. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back. That's exactly what I had in mind. I guess you aren't such a rook after all. How much are you willing to part with?
Let's give her all 9,000.
Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous. All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send him to talk to me.
I suspect that if we...
Put in a good word to Delgado for me, will ya?
If we stayed loyal to the fleet, I suspect we could recruit her as a companion.
Love your fit. It may not work for some, but...
So the question is, can I go back to the ship? I can. How about that? Okay, so I need to find Barrett and put him back on my sidekick point. Ladies.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel
Lost in my thoughts, but glad. Am I ready to hop into a ship and explore the galaxy with you? More like, are you ready? Ha ha! Let's go.
Okay, so return to the key. Information about the Generdyne thing.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Come on. There we go. Yeah, my hands on the wrong keys.
Hello. All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible. Respect. That's why you're here? Look around you. The only reason all these losers are here is to earn credits or die trying. When I feel like you've earned it, I'll stop calling you Rook. Right now, we've got a crisis on our hands. Oh, it's bad. Real bad. Delgado will fill you in with the details. Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Okay, so that's the end of the absolute power mission. And the next step is Eye of the Storm.
I need something bigger.
And I suspect that the Eye of the Storm will start with us going back to UC Vigilance. Anyway, we'll pick back up with the Eye of the Storm. See you then.